Welcome to the Lynn Miller Room here at the AAC on the campus of Morehead State University for this edition of the Eagle Sports Coaches Show. We'll start the hour talking a little soccer with Warren Lipka. And Coach, congratulations, first win Sunday. Kind of the monkey off the back with this young team. And,
yeah, it took a while.
And as you said, you never know. All they needed was that first one, and you never know what's going to spring from that.
Yeah, I think what we decided to do is not emphasize winning as much as going out and putting together a solid game of 90 minutes. We break our game down into two 45-minute halves, and that's what our mentality is now. Is not try to look forward and try to get ahead of ourselves, but take care of business as it stands.
You get a win on the road with this young team, and little by little, I think you probably agree that they're improving each game.
Absolutely. I mean, from about 3 weeks ago, I think you could see the light starting to come on, and I thought we played very well again back at the EKU game, and we were able to have another week to prepare and get ourselves ready, and they had their best outing and deserved that match on Sunday.
2-1 winner over Belmont in Nashville on Sunday to even your Ohio Valley Conference record at 1-1. Talked about it last week, and looking at the standings, even with the poor start, still right in the OVC race.
Yeah, well, those games meant nothing. Those non-conference games, just what they are. They're conference builders, and being a young team, it took us a while. It took us a little bit of time to find our stride, but I think we're starting to come into it at the very important time of the year. So, we look at it as right now we're 1-1 for the year.
Holly Tilly scored the first goal on Sunday. Tell us a little bit about her play the last.
She's been coming out outstanding. I think she's one of our captains. She's a leader on our team. She's someone we can depend on game in, game out, and she finished a really nice goal for us to get us started on Sunday.
Of course, Kimberly Golden scored the one in the second half, really the game winner in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us a little about her play.
She's kind of developed herself too. We had her sitting in the middle of the field earlier on, and she just didn't look comfortable in there, so we put her out wide, and her and Elizabeth McSparron are really teaming up well up front, and we're getting a lot of good movement off the ball, and I think she's starting to understand what we want to try to do up front.
I know that each week, as you said, you try to put an entire game together, and the fact that we've seen before in the Eastern game couldn't hang on to the lead. They got the lead, and they hung on to it Sunday, so the maturation process has to be there when you're on the sideline.
Well, we really trained last week about how to manage a game and hold the lead and things like that, and they executed it very well. Like I said, they earned that win. They worked very hard, and they completed the game plan.
Now you get back to a kind of more routine Ohio Valley Conference schedule. I mean, you had a month of Sunday games. I mean, you were playing one game a week, which is good and bad. I think we discussed this last week or a couple weeks ago, the fact that with such a young, inexperienced team, sometimes practice is good, but then also sometimes you want to get out there and play more.
Yeah, you got to. It kind of affects what it is your game fitness, because when you play one game a week, it doesn't really improve your game fitness. So we got to incorporate that in our training during the week. But it doesn't ever mirror the game on Sunday that you have to play. So it's going to be a challenge this weekend to start this process again. But it did give us a lot of time to break our game down, to be able to, fine-tune a couple things and really show a good picture for our girls.
I know your young ladies are in shape. Is it any different when you have to kind of prepare now for the rest of the season for 2 games in a 3-day period instead of just 1 day?
Well, we take one game at a time, and like I said, it's an old cliche, but it's true. We're worried about Friday night and Friday night only, and Saturday we'll concern ourselves about Sunday. So it's not really that big of a deal for us, but like I say, it's more of a fitness and recovery time to turn around and play again.
Talking before we went on, and the fact that you moved stuff to the mornings. girls wanted to do that, and I know that makes it a little early for your young ladies, and especially for you. But how's that been going? I think it's we saw you out, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago before we left on our football road trip.
Yeah, no, it's. I think it's been going real well. Our kids have responded well to it, and it's actually we brought the idea up to them about 3 weeks ago, and they were excited. And I think we're getting them before they go to class, where they, have to use a lot of their brain power, and I think being on their feet and going out. We get them at the end of the day when they're pretty tired, which is understandable. This time we get them a little bit earlier. They're a little they're much more fresh in the morning, and we've had some very good sessions, and we're just building on it right now.
Warren Lipka is our guest, soccer coach here at Morehead State University. This is Eagles Sports Coaches Show. You head into Ohio Valley Conference play at home this weekend. It'd be nice to
kind of a foreign place for us.
Yeah, it'd be nice at James Stadium. Tennessee Tech comes in town on Friday at 7 o'clock. Tell us a little bit about what you know about Tech.
Well, they're. I mean, you look down the standings and the sheet. It's everybody's a game away from being from 8th to 2nd or 3rd or whatever. So right now, everybody's just kind of establishing themselves, and they're Daniel does a great job down there, and they're going to be very competitive. They're going to be organized, and it's a conference game, so anything can happen. You've got to just make sure that your people and your players are prepared to play and fight and battle, because that's what it's going to be. Every conference game is going to be a battle, and that's what we got to make sure that we're prepared for.
7 o'clock Friday. I know your young ladies would like a big crowd to come out. Friday night be the soccer game. Saturday be a football game at home.
They can start tailgate earlier on Friday, carry it over to Saturday, and then just bring it on to Sunday.
You like the fact that they want to come out early on Friday to come out and see some good soccer. And I know the young ladies over the years since you've been here, really appreciate the fact that fans come out pretty good numbers on Friday night.
Yeah, it's our college night basically. The kids that stay here on campus, we encourage them to come out. We want to try to do some marketing things with them to get them involved with the matches. But like I said, I mean, I love to have a tailgate session for our people, and be rowdy, do what they need to do, and just be there. That'd be great.
And then on Sunday afternoon at 1 o'clock, Jacksonville State, who right now is atop the OVC standings at 3-0 in the league, 10-2-1 overall, they come to town. What's a little scouting report on the Gamecocks?
Well, I just think that they've kind of grown up a bit, and they've had some young players, and they're on their, a little bit older cycle, and they got some good wins under their belt. They're playing with a lot of confidence, and that's something you have to deal with that's coming in. But what we're excited about is, our next 5 of 8 matches are at home, and what we need to do is take care of the ball at home, and I think our ladies are looking forward to playing their first match at home in a month.
Yeah, it's been a while since the Marshall game on Friday, September the 7th that you got to play at Jane Stadium, and anytime you spend that much time playing away, especially with this young team, you have to be proud of the fact that all those games that you played on the road, very close games.
Good close games. Yeah, it's part of growing up. It's part of figuring out how to prepare yourself and being away from home and playing in in uncomfortable situations. But that's sport. It's what you do. And as a player, I always thrived on playing away games. Because I like people yelling at me. I like people getting in my ear and things like that. Because what you do is you put it on the scoreboard. That's how you leave. Is you leave happy. But this is good to be home, because it's traveling takes a lot out of your time, bus rides and hotels and things like that. But I think it's time to come home. We put our due in on the road. Now let's come home and enjoy ourselves.
Friday, October 5th, Tennessee Tech at 7 o'clock, Jacksonville State on Sunday at 1. Before we get you out of here, a couple weeks ago, didn't mention it last week, forgot about it. A couple weeks ago, you have a very big honor for yourself. You got to go home and be a member inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was one of the best things in my career. People in Carolina really took care of me, and now it's I'm there for good. So it was an honor, and I'm privileged and most humbled by it.
Warren Lipka, soccer coach here at Morehead State. Once again, young ladies playing Friday night at 7 o'clock at Jane Stadium against Tennessee Tech. Then on Sunday afternoon against Jacksonville State. Coach, congratulations on the first win. Couple
Thank
more
you.
coming up this weekend.
I sure hope so.
We'll come back with more. This is the Eagle Sports Coaches Show.